Greetings, Ancient Mom here. I just have to say something about the situation at Mulhare Refuge there in Oregon, where 4 young people are camped out. I have had a very difficult time understanding this from the very beginning. Let us talk about public land. It is said that the public land is for the people, for the public. It's kept for the public. It's also kept for the preservation of wildlife and wilderness. But it's our land. Okay? Some people went in there. It was open. The refuge was open. So people went in there. They walked into some empty buildings that weren't locked. There was no one there to say, oh, you have to pay a fee for being here. Or no, you can't come into this building. It's public land for the public, so the public walked in there. Now it's all been thrown out of proportion. Now there's 4 young people that are still there on that refuge on public land for the public. From my understanding of the whole situation, they have every right to be there. I would like to see the law that says that they cannot be there. Where is the law preventing them from being there? I don't understand this. They have every right to be there. Why is this drawn out of proportion? Now the so-called FBI is going in there and saying, well, they're going to be arrested. They have to come out of there. They can't stay there. They must leave. Where does it say that they must leave? Where does it say that? Where is it written? What law is it? I don't get it. Public land for the public is there. That doesn't make any sense to me. David, Sean, Jeff, Sandy, 4 young people camped out on the refuge. And they're being treated like criminals. And now they're afraid for their lives. And they're afraid for their freedom. This whole thing is outrageous and ridiculous. And to me, unbelievable. It makes no sense. Now we've got people in jail on some kind of weird charges. Conspiracy to what? They were arrested for what? Not for being on federal land. If the feds actually do own this land, deed title and the whole 9 yards, then how is it that they could be put into federal court and tried by a federal court over federal land? That makes no sense. There's a conflict of interest here. The whole thing is absurd. I'm not understanding how anybody can't see this. Being on federal land, arrested by federal agents, put into a federal court system, and they're going to be tried by a federal judge on federal charges. There's definitely a conflict of interest here. If they were on federally owned land and the feds are going to charge them and try them and sentence them, you know what the outcome's going to be. They own the land? Well, hell yeah. They're going to prosecute these guys and throw them away because they own the land and they are the judge and they are going to do the sentencing and the punishment. It makes no sense. None of this whole entire thing makes any sense. Just saying. It's absolutely absurd. This is Ancient Mom signing off.